Hi, in this video we are going to see similarity in between Numpy and torch. So let's import torch and Numpy. So import Numpy as empty, then import torch. Let's execute this code. Now we are going to create one variable. So np array and np.array will pass the list here 1 2 3. Let's execute this. Now let's check the data type of this variable. So np array dot d type to check the data type, and we got integer 64. Now in order to create this numpy array with other data type, we have to pass d type, and here we can pass np.float 64 to create float. Now let's execute it, and this time it is float 64. So similarly we can create variable in torch. So torch dot tensor, and here we can pass the list. Now let's execute this code. Now we are going to check the data type. So again the same d type. Let's execute it, and this is torch dot int 64. If I will change this to capital T in tensor, this will become float. Now let's change it back to the small t, and similar to the numpy we can pass d type here, and we have to mention the data type. So torch dot float if you wanted to create float. Let's execute this, re-execute the data type, and this time we should get float 64. Next we are going to check 0, empty and reshape. So let's create numpy zeros, and we'll call it np.zeros, and we need 3 zeros. Let's execute it. And here we have zeros. Now similar in torch we can call it torch.zeros, and again we need 3 zeros. So we got 0 here. Now let's create empty, and this is just a placeholder. So np.empty, and similar in torch, so torch.empty. Now we are going to check the reshape. So let's create a variable np.array. We can pass 1 2 3 4, and we are going to reshape it into 2 into 2. So dot reshape and 2 into 2. Now let's execute it, and you can see we have 2D array now. Similar in torch, we can create the torch tensor. I'll copy the same data, paste it here. Let's execute it. Now we can reshape it. So reshape 2 into 2, and we got 2D tensors. So in this last part we are going to perform addition, multiplication and view. We have created these variables a, b, c for numpy, a1, b1 and c1 for tensor. Now let's perform addition for numpy. So np.add, and we can pass a and b, so it will add a and b, and we can see the results, that is 5 and 7. Now let's multiply. So np dot multiply, and we can pass a and b. This will multiply these two variables. You can see the results here, and multiply to a into c. This is a matrix multiplication, and similar to this we can perform arithmetic operations in torch. So a1 dot add, and we want to add with b1. You can see the addition, and we can multiply it. So a1 dot mul, we want to multiply it with b1. Let's execute it, and we are going to multiply it with c1 to get the matrix output. Let's multiply it. We got the similar output here. Now this is the last part where we are going to create one more tensor variable. So a tensor, and torch tensor, and we'll pass some numbers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's execute it. Now we are going to create the view. So dot view, and let's say I want to create 2 rows, and I don't know how many element will have in each of these row. So -1 indicate unknown. If I wanted to create, let's say 3 rows, and I don't know how many element will be there, so it will be -1, and you can see for each row there will be 2. Thank you for watching.